Hello, audience. It's my birthday. I'm special. I know.
Happy
Praise me.
birthday! Woo!
By the time you see this, it probably won't be.
Yeah, we got some backlog to go through. But you guys seem to. I didn't think the Nier videos would get like over 30 views each, but they did. So I'm like, oh.
Oh, what are they at?
Last time I checked, the second one was like 38. And I think the first one was over 40. And then the first episode of this had 19 views. See, I thought this one was gonna get more views because it had anime thumbnail, but they just like the cover of Nier Replicant, I guess.
People like Nier.
I used the same thumbnail for both videos. Didn't even change it. And they both did better. I'm like, okay. I'm like, hey, if that's what you guys like, then cool. Makes making thumbnails easier. You just want the game cover. But
so are we supposed to know which one goes first if you're just like trying to find them?
That's why I make a playlist. Then you got the playlist of them. That's why I don't put numbers in the thumbnails. Because it used to be like episode 1, episode 2, and then it's like, but then people won't watch future episodes. It's just like the Avengers in Mission Impossible. You have to trick them. You just put a title without a number, and then they're like, is this the first one? Oh. And then they're like, oh, it's not. I'll go back and watch the first one. But then they can't find it. And you're like, oopsie.
And then they just won't watch any video.
Well, the true fans, they'll tough it out. They'll figure it out. I make playlists of all of our series, so just go there, audience. You'll find it in chronological order. Here we go. Accompanied by the odd spectacle of Yamiko in a suit, Kyoji makes his way to the principal's office. Oh yeah, we gotta call him to the principal's office. Akane and Kika see him off with stupefied expressions. Kyoji knocks on the door twice. When they enter the office, they find what looks like a middle-aged married couple, the principal, and Kyoji's homeroom teacher, the Sandman.
My, is he the one? Oh, he really does have a delinquent's face.
I haven't even seen her face. The first one to speak is the lady sitting on the right, who's clad in a rather gaudy outfit. These are Sadashima's parents. It's like, your son's the one with the stupid face.
She's the lady from the new Hunger Games book.
Yeah, I hate her. Drizella or whatever.
Yeah, Drizella.
Her suit is emblazoned with a very conspicuous brand logo. The bag she carries is similarly marked with that same logo, Gucci.
Now, madam, let's remain calm, shall we? You're Gino-kun, yes? And you are...
Yamiko, or Yumikawa Himiko, I hear Kyoji's caused you some trouble.
Huh? Kyoji is shocked. Yamiko is talking like a normal person, and despite it being what any normal person would do in this situation, Kyoji's taken aback that she even introduced herself by her real name. To top it all off, she greets everyone perfectly with a neutral expression and bows her head.
Here are Sadashima-kun's father and mother. We apologize for calling you over.
The principal regards the two of them with a kind, businesslike smile, and motions for them to take the 2 center seats.
Ma, you are quite young, aren't you?
Sadashima's mother says, looking Yamiko up and down. Kyoji can see Sadashima's father examining Yamiko too, seated upright on the principal's sofa, and maybe he's imagining it, but his gaze feels much more clingy than his wife's. Gross.
Wait, what?
Sadashima's dad is checking out our cousin.
My, Gino-kun does have a pretty guardian, doesn't he? I can see why living with such a beautiful lady would make the lad restless.
Huh?
Maybe we can't blame him for having too much energy and resorting to violence, eh?
Sadashima's father lets out a loud, vulgar laugh, his large gut shaking all the while. Oh god. I hope they don't fuck in one of the roads. Kyoji immediately feels his anger flare up. His stomach seizes with annoyance. He clenches his hand on his lap to bear it as Yamiko bows her head again.
I'd like to apologize for any trouble Kyoji might have caused you.
Hey, Yamiko, why are you apologizing?
Kyoji-kun.
Kyoji holds his tongue at once. It's not just that she called his name. There's an inexplicable pressure to her voice, too. More than anything, her eyes are looking at him more gravely than he's ever seen before. Yamiko nods briefly at Kyoji, then turns her gaze forward before bowing her head a third time. Kyoji feels a weight pressed down on his heart. He feels pathetic. Only now does the full weight of what he's done dawn on him. The way she's referred to him and her formal attitude only make the situation even more unbearable. Gripping the straps of her bag, Sadashima's mother raises an eyebrow.
My, how barbaric! The brute of a boy! Why, my poor Fuyuma came home in such terrible condition. Yes, I understand what happened perfectly now.
No.
The principal says hurriedly, somehow managing to soothe Sadashima's mother before he turns to Yamiko.
Now then, Yumikawa-san, yes? I'm sure there's no need to explain why we're all here. We've gathered here today to discuss how yesterday Jino-kun got into a fight with the Sadashima's son, Fumiya-kun.
Ma, what are you saying? Our sweet Fumio-chan would never do anything as barbaric as getting into a fight.
Excuse me, Sadashima-san. But this time, Sadashima's mother hears the principal's rebuke coming and raises her shrill voice to cut him off.
My poor baby. Fuyuma-chan's in terrible condition right now. He can't even walk on his own. He needed to have his friends carry him back home. And you know what my brave Fuyama-chan said about it? He said he's fine. My sweet boy. But seeing how injured he was, just remembering it makes my head spin. There's so much blood. I was afraid Fumiya-chan might bleed to death.
Kyoji can't help but blurt out.
Huh? You're joking! He wasn't hurt that bad.
Sure, he punched and kicked him, but it definitely didn't look like he might bleed to death. Compared to Kyoji, who got ganged up on, Sadashima got off easy. But Sadashima's mother simply looks at Kyoji with hysterical eyes.
Oh my god, I can't believe this. Did you just hear him? He said he hasn't reflected on what he's done one bit.
Her voice is so high-pitched that listening to her gives Kyoji a headache. Was it just him, or did everyone in this room, Sadashima's father included, just grimace warily because of it? As soon as Sadashima's mother's shrieking dies down, Yamiko speaks in a cold voice.
Don't, Kyoji-kun. Poor Fuya-kun must be very frail and sickly. He's a naive, innocent, dainty boy. If you blow on him hard enough, he'll probably fall over, right?
As soon as she says that, Kyoji almost bursts out laughing. Yamiko turns to Sadashima's mother with a perfect smile.
Isn't that right, madam? Yes, of course he is.
She nods, albeit somewhat reluctantly.
See, Kyoji-kun, she just said so herself. Fuyuma-kun is a very, very sensitive little boy. As fragile as a little turd. As a little bird. So you have to treat him very, very nicely, understood?
Yamiko gives Kyoji a wink that only he can see. At this point, Kyoji is struggling to keep himself from cracking up. Seriously, this guy comes back to school and be like, in front of everyone. Be like, well, Sadashima, your mom said that I have to be nice to you, so
Your
I won't.
mommy came and told on me.
So I
So
won't.
I gotta be very nice to you because you're so fragile.
I won't bully you anymore, okay, Sadashima? Let your mommy know.
Yeah, I don't want to hurt your little feelings again.
Just say that in front of the whole class, and then problem solved. Sadashima's father clears his throat.
Even so, miss, the fact remains Fumio was gravely injured by your boy. Thankfully, our doctors were able to treat him properly, so his injuries aren't serious. Depending on how this goes, I'm afraid we may have to resolve this issue through other means.
What, you gonna prostitute me?
This is a hentai. Well, we could go through the appropriate channels. But of course, we realize that this was a dispute between children, and we don't want to complicate the situation any more than we have to. We wouldn't want to hurt the school's reputation either, of course. We're willing to settle this without a fuss if you'd simply pay for damages. I believe.
You guys run the hospital.
Yeah, really.
I believe that's the most realistic solution. What do you say?
Kyoji holds his breath and bites his lip. He can't put Yamiko through this kind of trouble on his first week of school.
Or, if you'd like, you could discuss things thoroughly with our lawyer.
As Sadashima's father continues his non-stop tirade, Yamiko takes something out of her bag.
Yes, I understood. If you'd like to continue this discussion after this talk, would you contact the number on this card?
Sadashima's father arrogantly plucks Yamiko's business card out of her hands, but as soon as he reads it, all the color drains from his face.
Now, my sincerest apologies, but I had to step away from work to come here today. Would you mind if we could circle back to this issue some other time?
Yamiko curtly ends the conversation while Kyoji watches with wide eyes. Sadashima's mother immediately raises her eyebrows.
Oh, we certainly mind. I'd say you're lucky in good faith to begin with.
Don't.
Just as it seems like the lady is about to spiral off on another long-winded bout of hysterics, Sadashima's father cuts into her words. Kyoji stares at them in surprise. Why did he stop her? If anything, he should be complained together with her. Yamiko maintains her perfect nonchalant smile as she bows her head one last time before pushing on Kyoji's shoulders.
One last time. Now let's go, Kyoji-kun.
Okay. Kyoji hurries after Yamiko and goes out into the corridor. Kyoji's burning with questions to be answered. What was that business card she handed him? Why did Sadashima's father back down like that? But he feels like there's something else he needs to say before any of that, so he holds his questions back for now. Staring at Yamiko's back, he wonders what it is he wants to tell her, yet no words come to mind. All in all, he's frustrated, angry. Seeing Yamiko be forced to apologize like that, unable to say anything back, was terrible. At the same time, he can't help but feel angry at how powerless he was. I have to say I'm sorry. Hey, Yamiko-sa. But the moment Kyoji calls out to her, Yamiko suddenly collapses to her knees.
I'm tired.
Yamiko-san? Her manner of speech switches back to normal, or rather, to her usual drawl.
Having to talk fast like that tires me out so much.
Huh? Kyoji's mouth hangs open.
I'm taking the day off. I can't work today. No. I can skip work today. Right, Kyo-chan?
Kyoji looks at Yamiko as she gazes at him with teary eyes. He tiredly drops his shoulders. All his earnest desire to apologize to her instantly went out the window. I'm surprised you can function as an adult like this.
How rude. I'm a responsible adult even now. You depend on me, boy, so no sass.
Yamiko taps on her knees before getting up, walking off with her usual lazy gait. Somehow, Kyoji feels as though he just missed this opportunity to apologize to her. So instead, he asks the question that's been burning in his mind since he left the office. Say, what was that business card you gave him?
Hmm?
I mean, the business card you gave Sadashima's dad. It wasn't from a Braze, was it? Or what? Was he shocked because he learned you worked for such a third-rate magazine? Yamiko puts her hands on her hips and puffs out her cheeks in a pout.
That's rude. A Braze is a respectable publication. We're first rate in the occult field, you know.
Yeah, because you hardly have any rivals.
Oh, no, that's just insulting. You'd be surprised how much competition we have. Though most of them went out of business.
Yamiko shrugs and produces another of those business cards from her card case.
That business card was from my old publisher.
The card she gives him belongs to a large publisher Kyoji is familiar with. Yamiko used to work for the editorial department there, and at one of the more robust weekly magazines at that. Shonen Jump.
Whoa.
That magazine made a name for itself with its sharp-tongued coverage of corporate fraud and social injustice. Yeah, Death Note. Kyoji doesn't really know too much about it, but apparently a great many scandals were exposed thanks to that magazine. At least, that's what his parents told him. Kyoji timidly looks up at Yamiko. But isn't this, like, impersonation?
You know some complicated terms.
Who cares about that? What if they find out? Yamiko waves her hand dismissively in response to Kyoji's panic.
It's fine, they won't. People who like to use their authority to solve problems are just weak to authority themselves. That's all.
Respect my authority.
Respect my authority.
That's underhanded. Yamiko flashes a wicked smile.
You're better off not dealing with idiots like them. It's just a waste of time. Just filtering them out like this is the right answer. If they think we're on the same level as them, they'll feel like messing with us more is more trouble than it's worth, right?
You say some pretty mean things with a poker face, you know that?
Oh, do I?
Yamiko replies in a sing-song voice before cocking her head.
Well, I'll just be heading back then.
Right.
Oh, right, Kyo-chan.
Yamiko pulls out a couple of 1,000 yen bills from her purse and hands them to Kyoji. What's this? You're giving me an allowance?
No, buy some bentos on the way back from school, would you? If you find any new desserts, get those too. Oh, and if there's any change, give it back to me. Bye, counting on you.
By the time Kyoji returns to class, it is already break time.
Yoji,
Shinta hurries over to him.
why'd they call you to the principal's office? Was it about Sadashima?
Good guess. Kyoji walks past Shinta, tapping on the shoulder while doing so. Shinta follows him.
I mean, his mom's pretty famous. She always keeps going, Fuyu much. Wait, why am I southern again?
I mean, his mom's pretty famous. She's always going,
Fuyu much.
Good impression, man. Kyoji warily settles into his seat, the woman's shrill screeching still on his mind. Shinta spins around the seat in front of Kyoji before sitting down as well.
forget that. It's that cool and pretty lady that came into class earlier.
Hell if I know. Kyoji replies curtly, resting his chin on his hands. Shinta looks at him, puzzled. I know a lazy, irresponsible woman, but no cool and pretty ladies.
Come on, man. She was pretty and looked cool. All the boys were jealous when she went with you to the principal's office, you know? Why? Do they want to fuck their moms?
They like older women.
They all like MILFs, I guess.
Like MILFs. Shinta grumpily shifts his weight against the backrest, making the chair's legs clatter against the floor. Well, she's nothing like that from a relative's perspective.
You mean she's part of your family?
Haven't you met her before? It's my mom's cousin, Saitama Yamiko.
Weird name. Is that really what she's called?
Nah, it's her pen name for the occult magazine she writes for. Her real name's Himiko. She's my guardian while I live here. Remember her now? Himiko Nichan?
Oh, that's right. I remember now. That flighty girl. Wait, she was always that pretty?
Kyoji stares at him, slack-jawed. Pretty? Shinta keeps talking, his eyes absolutely sparkling.
I mean, she is, man. I'm so jealous of you. I've always wanted to fuck my mom.
Yeah, why are you jealous of me? I'm the one related to her.
Literally.
I'm the one person that shouldn't, but based on you said it's a route, so I assume the fourth route's gonna get freaky.
I hope they don't fuck. Imagine
I'm scared.
That pretty taking care of you. Wait, do you like live in the same house as her?
Do you live in the same house with your mom, dude? Like,
No.
growing more and more exhausted with this conversation, Kyoji answers Shinta's question with another question. You're not thinking anything strange about this, are you? Because it seems like you are.
What do you mean? It's totally normal, man.
Not really. Shinta pokes Kyoji on the shoulder with a clearly lewd expression on his face.
Oh, whoa!
Whoa! Thumbnail!
Oh, come on! You live with such a pretty lady. Doesn't she, like, tell you she'll, like, show you the rope?
What are you talking about? That's not how families work, dude.
Well, you've been gone for 3 years, so you don't know what this town is like.
This is normal in this town.
It's so normal, man.
Andy and Lele live here.
No, they would only want to fuck each other.
Well, yeah, exactly. They live here, so then the whole town adopted it.
No, because they want to fuck their moms, apparently.
Oh. Oh my god. Don't you remember the name of this town? Oedipusville?
No!
As Shinta continues to gently poke and prod him, Kyoji slumps over his desk like a beach jellyfish. Nope, nothing like it. Like, do you really think something like that could happen? You've been reading too many porn mags, man.
Honestly. Seriously, compared to living with my sister's mom and my nan, she looks so cool and fun and pretty.
What the fuck? You're already surrounded by... Yeah, are you attracted to any of the women you live with, dude? No, because you're related to them. Right, I get it. Your sisters are still making your life a living hell, right? Shinta's family is matrilineal. Neither Shinta nor his father have much of a say in the family compared to his grandmother, mother, 3 older sisters, and kid sister.
Jesus, you guys have... Wait, you have 5 kids? Holy shit.
Apparently.
No, like, used to that, but...
Shinta whispers with a distant gaze in his eyes. After he returns from the principal office, the rest of the day goes by uneventfully. Neither Sadashima nor his crew come to school that day, and all the crazy girl trio do is give him some dirty looks while whispering menacingly among themselves. Aside from that...
He had to stay home from school because he was just too sick, and his mommy had to go fight his battle for him.
That's right, just a little baby. Just a little loser. Aside from that, everything is fine. Homeroom ends and everyone gets to their feet. Kyoji turns his eyes to the door, where he sees Ando peering into the classroom. Spying Kyoji, he starts speaking in his trademark sleepy voice. It's Mr. Garrison. I think.
Oh God, can you be him? Because I can't do a good Mr. Garrison voice.
Gino-kun, can you come over here for a moment? The corridor is full of students hurrying home. Meanwhile, Ando waits for Kyoji at the door. When Kyoji goes out into the corridor, Ando lets out a dry cough and scratches his cheek. I don't very much like the fact that I have to tell you this. Ando heaves an unpleasant sigh. He blinks his tiny, depressed eyes as he looks at Kyoji. But don't you think you've made a bit too much of a mess on your first day at school? What does he mean? Kyoji gets the feeling he's talking about what happened yesterday with Sadashima, but for some reason, he has an oddly bad feeling about this. Ando regards him with an abject smile and lets out a strained laugh. It looks like you become something of a hero among your peers. I didn't mean to. Kyoji wants to refute Ando's words somehow, but he can't come up with anything. Ando simply nods with an expression that says he understands everything. I know that kids your age want to stand out somehow, but once you become an adult, you'll realize just how inconsequential acting that way really is. What's his problem? Kyoji is sick to his stomach. Why does this teacher have to jump to the worst possible conclusion? He throws a dangerous glance at the teacher. Sir, if you have something to say, could you stop beating around the bush and just say it? Huh? Ando's mouth simply hangs open for a moment. It seems he didn't expect Kyoji to actually talk back to him. I didn't do this because I wanted to make myself stand out. And I don't think I'm a hero or anything. I think you've got the wrong idea about me. The more words leave Kyoji's lips, the angrier he feels. This small, plump man standing in front of him doesn't look like a teacher to be respected, but simply a nasty man. Yeah, it's Mr. Garrison. No, I didn't mean... You didn't mean what? Go on, say it. Kyoji knows that making himself look problematic won't do him any good, but he can't keep himself from glaring at the teacher. Ando looks like he's about to say something, but in the end he only averts his eyes from Kyoji. Well, just don't cause any more trouble, please. Once Kyoji returns into the classroom, Shinta immediately hurries over to him, his face clearly concerned.
Man, what did Sadash... Or wait, why am I Southern again? Fuck! What did Sandman want?
Nothing. You said a bunch of stupid stuff.
Probably told you not to cause any trouble, huh?
Shinta beams at him.
That guy's no motivation whatsoever. He's just unpleasant and nasty. No wonder our class wants to deal with him. So don't let him bother you, Kyoji. Oh, right, I got something to give you.
Saying that, Shinta returns to his seat for a moment. He rummages through his bag and returns with what looks like a keychain in his hand.
I won this from a crane game at the arcade yesterday. You like this sort of stuff, right?
Yes, monsters. Shinta...
Real ones.
Monsters! Real monsters! Shinta hands the keychain to Kyoji. He realizes it's shaped like a monster from a flashy show he knows.
This one's really cool. If you push it here, the head lights up.
To illustrate, he pushed hard on the keychain's rubbery torso. A flashlight to use when we're stuck in a dark place? The hole at the top of the monster's head flashes up with a surprisingly bright light. Thanks, man. With a curt expression, Kyoji accepts the keychain. He presses on its body to try it out. On closer inspection, its eyes are made of transparent material that glow whenever the head lights up. Oh, that's kinda cool. He's doing his best to keep it from showing on his face, but he's actually really happy about this gift.
Why do you not want to express that?
You gotta play it cool at school. What's more, this keychain is of a doll of the final demon boss, Bararon, a creature from Super Amazing Demon Cyclone 5, a show Kyoji loved as a kid. Come to think of it, this monster is known for shooting beams from its eyes that turn any humans they hit into zombies.
So when Red got hit with the beam, the other 4 members of the team had to fight him. And then... what happened after that again?
Damn.
Kyoji screws up his face. He suddenly notices that Shinta is grinning at him.
What?
Just thinking you really like this stuff.
No, I'd zip it. Is it just me, or is your attitude really different compared to yesterday?
Shinta awkwardly looks away and feigns a chuckle.
You kept talking about how I changed yesterday. So what? Have you changed your mind?
No, it's just, you know, you look all different and act cool now, but on the inside you're the same guy. Figuring that out was a relief.
I'm not trying to act cool. I didn't even change that much. If anything, you changed more than I did.
I mean, Yoji, you didn't send me a single letter.
Shinta pouts.
Well, you didn't send me any letters either.
I mean, yeah, I guess, but still.
The two exchange looks for a moment before allowing themselves sheepish smiles. They used to be such good friends. They hung out all the time and were close enough to always know where the other wanted to play next. Maybe it's because they were that close that it was too awkward to send each other letters. Ultimately, 3 years passed by without them so much as giving each other a phone call. Despite that silence, they started talking with each other freely in no time, even if there was some awkwardness at first.
I'm finally back home.
That soothing thought crosses his mind. Shinta suddenly looks up at the clock hanging on the wall.
Oh, shoot, I gotta get to club activities. Just yesterday, I shouted at one of the new members about being late, so I can't be late after that. Gotta set an example. Bye, Kyoji. See you tomorrow.
Yeah, see you tomorrow, man.
See you tomorrow. Those words tingle in his thoughts. As he steps out of the hallway, Kyoji pauses. Come to think of it, he never took the time to tour the school since he transferred in. Normally, someone would make sure to show a transfer student where everything is, but since he's just moved back here, no one suggested it. However, the fact that he moved back here doesn't mean he knows anything about this school.
Kind of negligent, isn't it?
Of course, he naturally gets no answer after whispering that to himself. After thinking for a little bit, Kyoji decides to take a look around the school building all on his own. He climbs up the stairs to the 2nd floor. He then crosses the connecting corridor to the special school ward. He heads up to its 2nd story. This corridor is where the music classroom and its adjoining instrument storage are, as well as the classrooms for the cultural clubs. Kyoji isn't keen on joining any clubs, but as he walks by the rooms, which all have nameplates bearing the titles of their clubs on them, he stops by one door that has a blank nameplate. He stands there for a moment in front of the room. Does this room belong to one of the clubs, or is it just an empty, unused room? He stands in front of the door and thinks. What does he do? Try to go inside? S is save.
Select your future. This is a mystery box. The Akane could be in here, but maybe she's not.
I'd say try and go inside.
Let's see who's inside. Uh-oh.
Did we fuck up?
It's Miss Soko, or whatever the blonde's name is.
Uh-oh. Why? What do you mean?
Because a yellow heart showed up. So I assume red hearts are for Akane, blue hearts are for blue hair, and then yellow hearts will be for blonde. We've done the wrong thing.
We done goofed.
We've done goofed. This is Akane's route. We can't
Want
do
to
that.
scum save?
Yeah. Let's see. Let's
That's not.
Reconsidering, Kyoji turns around. It's probably just a storeroom or something. There's no need to look inside there.
We should probably write that down for the blonde route. Go into storeroom. things to remember. Okay, you're writing already. You got this. Although I guess I'll change my status. That way we don't get the notice. Go into storeroom. Blonde girl Gore. By now he's tired of walking around the school, so he decides to go back to the entrance. Aha!
Hey.
It's led us back onto the right path.
Thank goodness.
Phew. Hi.
You on your way back home?
Yeah. What now? You can't come up with anything to say. It looks like Akane's on her way home too. The way things are going, they'll end up going home together. Yes, now we're back on track.
Her.
Here we go. Should I invite her to come with me? How am I even going to do that now? For a second, he considers inviting her, but when he considers that it's Akane, he only feels even more awkward. And so, without either of them really saying anything in particular to each other, they end up going home together. Well, that worked out.
I heard Ando-sensei called for you.
Right. He was talking about this new car he invented. Beats air travel.
Oh, yeah, it had like a dildo or something.
Yeah, it has 2 dildos. Scientifically, was wondering if they, if it had to, if the one dildo had to go in the one place, or if it could go in the other for women.
I don't know. Maybe you should test that out and let me know.
I can't test it. I don't have
Why
one
not?
of those. I don't have one of those to test it with.
Well, that sounds like a personal problem.
I suppose.
But did he want to talk to you about what happened with Sadashima-kun, or was it just about the car?
Yeah.
Not car.
Yeah, you'd think so. Yeah, he also talked about that too.
Looks like you don't want to talk about what happened, so I won't ask you about it anymore. But it looks like Sadashima-kun's friends were involved too. Didn't they get told off too?
Doesn't look like it.
That's not fair at all.
You think?
Sure I do. Those guys definitely talked their way out of it with some excuse. I can't stand them. They're weasels.
Yeah. Looking at her, Kyoji can see her face is absolutely red with anger.
And if Sandman never cares either. He's all hear no evil, speak no evil, see no evil. These guys keep doing bad stuff like shaking students down for money, and he knows it, but he just pretends like he never sees anything. And Marina's group is weird too. I get that they like Sadashima-kun, but they're blaming the wrong people. Those 3 keep saying the most absurd things. I wish they finally learned to think a little before they speak.
Just talking about it seems to have flared up her anger, because the more Akane talks, the faster her words become. That's always been a quirk of hers. Kyoji regards her with a sarcastic smile. Akane would always start talking too fast whenever she got mad. As they go down the hall, through the exit, and start walking home, Kyoji remembers something that happened in the past. It was years ago, when Akane was more of a tomboy. Akane has always been hot-headed, not in a selfish or unreasonable way, but simply because she has a strong sense of justice, so she'd always pick fights with the class's more bratty students. Whenever Akane got mad, she'd start talking quickly. The brats would just say, "I can't hear you," and tease her, which would always lead to fisticuffs in the end.
Hey, are you listening to me?
Huh? Yeah, I'm listening. Kyoji replies with a tired smile.
Jeez.
Akane puffs out her cheeks in a pout and swings her bag over her shoulder.
Anyway, I hate those guys. I wish Sadashima-kun would just cut ties with them already.
You make it sound like Sadashima isn't doing anything wrong.
I mean, Sadashima-kun isn't that bad of a guy, but I guess maybe you just can't get along with him.
He isn't that bad of a guy, huh? Yeah. You mean the new kid fucked Kazuyagi before I did? Yeah, that definitely ticks me off. If I hook up with Kazuyagi, that means I fucked his used goods. Like hell am I. I really don't get that kind of vibe from him.
I guess you don't know because he only just transferred in, but he's a surprisingly helpful guy.
When she says it like that, he loses all his desire to pursue the matter any further. Still, Kyoji feels something nasty and unpleasant swirling in his chest.
Did you just tell her what they were fighting about, dude?
Seriously. Just be like, they were gossiping about you.
They called you used goods.
Yeah. Soon enough, they reach the downtown area. Even in this rural town, the area around the station is fairly well developed, with a decent amount of pedestrian traffic. Akane might have also felt awkward from the direction their conversation took, because now she smiles like she's decided to change gears.
But, forget all that. You haven't been around here for a while. How about I show you around?
It's fine. I doubt it changed that much.
Oh my god, I just want to hang out with you. You'd be surprised. Come on, over here.
Hey! Akane runs into a side street. Heaving a sigh, Kyoji follows her and looks around the alleyway.
See that convenience store over there? Used to be a liquor store, remember?
Ah, right.
Oh my god, in this city, there was a daycare that was attached to the same building as a liquor store.
That's amazing. That's classy.
You know, you can get your kids there, and then you can go get drunk.
I like it. It's a good, safe system. Hopefully it's not pick up your kids, then get drunk and drive home.
Or, you know, you can throw your kids in, and then you can go hang out in the daycare by yourself.
Yeah, there you go. He remembered that liquor store is an old, rickety wooden building that looked like it could fall over at any moment. Now in its place is an ordinary convenience store with an orange and green sign.
They built a suburb mall near the highway that put the liquor store out of business. At least that's what my grandma said.
Really?
Oh, and see next to it? It's an apartment building now, but it used to be a snack bar.
Oh yeah, that did used to be there. Her saying that does make Kyoji remember it. There used to be a lame purple sign with the names of women on it, like Shiori or Sayori. It certainly felt like a store for grown-ups, and passing by it used to make Kyoji feel kind of uncomfortable. It was a prostitute house?
It's a babe house.
It was a babe house, yes. Standing in its place now is a rather long, narrow apartment building, which implies the snack bar wasn't the only building that was torn down to make room for it.
And then there's... Remember what used to be there?
Akane points toward the kind of sign that could be found in any town. It's a small storefront for a consumer credit company. Kyoji recalls that it has a TV commercial that depicts a dog raising its paw like it's begging. You can't decide if that commercial is cute or grating. No?
Didn't think you would. There used to be a model shop there. You could always stare at the Cyclone B models in their window.
Ooh. What? Did they go out of business?
Yeah, the old man running it got sick and went back to the countryside.
Oh. That brings back memories. The owner of that model shop was this cross-eyed, scary-looking old man. The storefront was a messy, very hobby-centric place that didn't really attract customers. Kyoji remembers peeking inside a lot of times, but he'd never seen anyone else. Seeing its dusty display window were expensive figurines that Kyoji could never hope to own himself at the time. With the storefront being a wreck, the figurines being pricey, and how scary the shopkeeper was, Kyoji only ever stayed plastered to the showcase's glass window at first. But in the end, the shopkeeper turned out to be pretty nice, telling Kyoji to come inside if he was interested.
Kyoji takes another look around the street. Between the convenience stores, ATMs, and chain restaurants, this small town had turned into a miniature version of the big city. But there's an air of futility to it. It's like it's trying its hardest to keep up appearances, but once you peel back the thin veneer, it'll expose it for the charade it is. Yeah, I guess it did change more than I thought.
It's not the same old place, but some things haven't changed.
Akane looks up at Kyoji and smiles. That smile is the same smile she's always had. It puts Kyoji at ease somehow. Yeah, I guess that's true.
I swear, schools nowadays are just no good.
That night, Yamiko says this in her usual slow tone as she digs into her instant curry.
They just compromise and believe in or letting people, sleeping dogs lie. They probably think it'll blow over though if you just leave it alone, right?
Try telling that to the teachers.
Kyoji tiredly drops his shoulders as Yamiko waves her spoon in his direction.
No, that just sounds like it'd be a drag. What a drag. What a drag. This is what we call a waste of time. People like them are too hard-hearted to understand.
Adults, huh? The word crosses Kyoji's mind. Yamiko carries the spoon into her mouth and cocks her head in a way that was vaguely charming.
Oh, right. I wanted to ask you for a little favor, Kyo-chan.
What?
Kyoji already feels his guard raising. He has a bad feeling about this.
Are you free tomorrow after school?
No, I'm busy.
Oh?
As Kyoji tries to make his escape, Yamiko pursues him by leaning in close.
You're busy? Really?
Really?
Yamiko's expression suddenly changes.
You're busy? Well, you don't have to go to any club, hardly do your homework, or help out around the house? Really?
Re...
Can you look me in the eyes and say that one more time?
Yamiko holds Kyoji's face with both hands and peers into his eyes.
Fine, just let go. So, what are we gonna do?
Well, could you help me with the coverage for a story tomorrow after school?
A story? Like for a braze? Finally. Cult stuff.
That's right. Thrilling, isn't it? Or what? Are you scared?
I ain't scared.
Don't worry. If you get possessed by something evil, ask for a reliable medium to help you.
That sounds even more shady.
Don't worry. It's nothing that strange. Don't worry about it. It just helps me out.
You'll make me help you whether I want to or not anyway.
Did you say something?
Yamiko cracks her knuckles again, which makes Kyoji shake his head in a hurry. Nothing. I didn't say nothing. Anything.
That's good. Oh, right, Kyo-chan. You should be careful on your way back from school. Don't follow any weird men in the streets, okay?
Where did that come from?
Well, there's been a lot of disappearances in the area lately.
Is she talking about the story Shinta told him?
Wasn't it all girls who went missing, though?
I suppose, but I mean, we're out in the sticks, and it's all adult women who went missing.
Yes.
So maybe they ran away from home. They wanted to see what the big city's like.
Yeah, they don't want to get married off here and arranged
That's
marriages.
a big issue.
Yeah.
But that said, it's kind of strange. They left their bags and stuff behind.
I guess.
So people think it's kidnapping or that those girls got spirited away. Or it's the boogeyman or Peter Piper, that kind of thing.
No way.
Kyoji denies it at once.
So I'm saying you should be careful just in case.
Hey, don't just ignore me. I said no way right on cue, didn't I?
Thanks for the meal.
Yamiko brings her hands together cheerfully. Afterward, Kyoji returns to his room and does his daily routine of playing the guitar. It's quiet outside the window. Every now and then he can hear a dog barking in the distance or a car drive by.
And so, feeling a bit more at ease than he did last night, he drifts off to sleep. Yes, occult stuff. Give us to the occult. Oh, God. Despite it not being late into autumn, it's quite a chilly night. Oh, this is from someone's perspective.
Oh.
Is this Yamiko, maybe? Like, I was wondering after we got Akane's backstory, I'm like, did she quit her last job because the boss was harassing her? Because they're like, she had a good job. Why did she quit it for this dinky magazine?
Despite it not being late into autumn, it's quite a chilly night. To hell with the chief and his sexual harassment. Oh, let me do it the way you do it. Clutching her own arms in an attempt to shield herself from the wind, she walks down the highway adjacent to the park. Her department chief's greasy face fills her mind.
Or maybe this is just the next victim or whatever. Like an
Most
NPC.
people would agree that Yeiko is a quiet woman. Both her appearance and her personality are decidedly plain. Whenever she shops for clothes, she's obsessed with coordinating the colors. She always ends up picking the same dark shades. Unlike her coworker Hiromi, she isn't the type to go drinking with her male colleagues. Even when she plucks up the courage to go to a mixer, she only ends up sitting in the corner, hanging her head.
She's gonna get killed. The background's turning more red.
She never joined in conversations, leaving her with nothing to do but clean up afterwards. She always helps with the cleaning because she had hopes that someone would see her as bright and earnest. And yet, this isn't what she wanted to happen. Going all the time made everyone think I'm an exploitable woman instead. At some point, Yeiko's position within the department changed. Not everyone saw her as a woman who'd do anything, a woman they could dump any task on. Some tea, make some copies, pick up overtime to clean up someone else's mess. By forcing those tasks on Yeiko, all her coworkers were able to leave work on time and head out for the night on a town.
That sucks. I've got urgent business to attend to today. Could you handle these documents for me? I'll fill in for you next time.
And that's what Hiromi told her today, her lips shining with gloss. Hiromi probably assumed Yeiko couldn't see how she was sneering her deep down. I hate Hiromi. And some urgent business, that is. She just went on a date with Saxy-kun from sales today. Saxy-kun is kind of a handsome, well, mild-mannered, and quite successful. Yeiko was a bit attracted to him, but before she realized it, he was already going out with Hiromi.
Ooh.
And while Hiromi is out dating Sasuke, she had to put up with this. Yeiko bites her lip to say no. Documents Hiromi made. Yeah, like if she asks, and then you say
like,
no and she leaves anyway, just leave. Like, it's not your task to do.
You're like, I'm done filling in for everyone. They'd be like, wow, she sucks now. It's like, no, I was just trying to move up and you guys are exploiting me.
The documents Hiromi made her handle took longer than she expected. She made a lot of little mistakes. And she made her corrections. Time flew by. Before she knew it, she was the only one left in the office. And it was her and the section chief. Uh-oh.
Oh, no.
Just after 10 in the evening, he tapped her on the shoulder.
You want this, don't you?
She turned around to only find the department chief staring.
They read that. That's why I made that noise. I read that before you did.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
He was showing her his dog.
What dogs are barking?
Oh, no.
The side of his what?
Oh, I don't know.
The side of his flesh rod.
Yeah, his flesh rod.
You clicked it before I got to read it.
Oh, it was up there for a bit. I thought you didn't want to. What's the button to open the menu? I just know S is save and L is load.
She screamed. Hold on, I want to read what that said.
Yeah, you should be able to pull up a backlog if I...
What's the button? I have it pulled up here. It wants to load.
Load internet.
Backlog, up arrow key.
Up arrow key. Aha.
The sight of his dog, the dog barking, burned itself into her eyes. The dog went woof woof. Or at least she tried to scream, but she was so confused she isn't sure if her voice actually came out.
What are you playing dumb for? You've seen a dick before, haven't you? Go on, look some more.
No, that's okay. He shook his lower half and thrust himself forward.
Oh boy.
The fact Hiromi only asked Yaeko to handle the documents after she had already gotten to leave home was a blessing in disguise. Yaeko was able to grab her things on the spot and flee the scene immediately. Just remembering it made her hands fold on her tote bag in a shiver in anger.
I don't like Gore and these monsters that they're just attacking women that survived almost getting assaulted. Jesus Christ.
Gore hasn't done anything.
he ate a little girl.
Okay, well that's not cut technically after that happened, okay? We don't know that.
yeah.
Gore just hates children.
Well, that's fine. Hopefully someone else attacks this lady, but Jesus, she just survived that. And now she's gonna get murdered on the street.
I think this is just your aunt, though.
No, is that her name? Yaeko?
They changed her name, or she changed her name because she hated the one she had.
Oh, I thought she changed it to Yakimo or whatever.
Yeah, so I assume this is her old name.
Oh, well, that'd be unfortunate.
Question mark. Looking back at it, that man had always been making lots of comments that bordered on sexual harassment. He'd make jokes that bordered on indecent. It felt like he was always craftily testing the waters, gauging how far he could just go.
You guys ever just whip out your dicks at work? I'm kidding, of
Sit
course.
on your hands and talk at a medium pace.
Just imagine bordering on indecent. He's just saying explicitly horrible things.
Mm-hmm.
You ever just fuck someone at work? I'm kidding, of course.
She's so frustrated. Even a terrible man like him is looking down on her. She bites her lips so hard it hurts. Tears start running before she can help it. Damn.
This is Gore Road.
Constantly mouthing curses.
His mouth.
She's
His song.
Hiromi. Huh?
I read the word mouth thing and I tried speaking and my brain was like, say that. His song's playing. Gore's gonna eat her.
Oh, it's turning red.
Oh no.
Yaker sprints down the dark road.
Oh.
With those kinds of thoughts in mind, it only makes sense for her to be angry, of course. There's another reason she's running. There's, Yaker was terribly afraid. There's something behind her. She can't stop shaking. If she had lost herself to anger earlier, she'd be so afraid she'd be screaming right now. Yaker was gripped by a terrible, inexplicable fear that feels as though it's gouging deep into her flesh. She's so desperate to look away from that, she's willing to let her mind linger on infuriating thoughts of the sheep and Hiromi. It's dark around her, yes, but it's no different than any other night. She can't hear anything but her own footsteps, no sound. That's most unnerving thing of all. Normally, even in the park at night, there'd still be some kind of noise. Sirens in the distance, perhaps, or a dog barking. The tumult of the shopping district or the faint rustling of the leaves. But tonight she can't hear anything. It's like the space around her and her alone has been muffled with wads of silk. The wind isn't so much as stirring. The air itself feels so silent that it's almost tender. It's like she's in some kind of unknown place sealed away from the rest of the world. Damn that pervert sheep. Damn him! Yaeko quickens her pace, trying to flee from the strange presence surrounding her. If she just goes a little further down the road, the lights of the residential area should come into view. She can feel that her armpits are damp and that her forehead is dripping with cold sweat. She doesn't know, however, that her eyes are bloodshot. Hurry, just a little longer. Uh-oh.
Greetings, young lady. How are you? How do you do? Come on, Gore. She had a really horrible time at work.
Yeah, Gore, what the fuck? I guess Gore really isn't a real one. I was trying to, be like, wow, Gore,
maybe you're not that bad, but apparently.
Apparently, he attacks women that were preyed on. I mean, he seems to just attack any woman, I guess. So, you know, it's just a coincidence this one got harassed that night.
Yeah, I hope it's just because he saw a woman in the dark by herself that he was like, okay, time to kill her.
That's why. That's the only reason. Hopefully.
That's also bad, Gore.
Yeah, like, it's any better. It's like, oh, he sees a woman, kills her. It's like,
Yeah,
well,
I don't know about that one, buddy.
no on, Gore. Next morning. As Kyoji rubs his groggy eyes, he very nearly drops the slice of toast he just picked up when he sees Yamiko walk through the door.
Morning.
Gah! Her top half is still acceptable, her hair is unkempt and messy, and her expression is still sleepy, but he can forgive that much.
Oh.
The problem is her lower half. It is borderline criminal.
I mean, those are just like normal underwear.
Yeah, come on, guy. Wait, your pants! Why are you walking around like that? At Kyoji's shouting, Yamiko only sleepily cocks her head. 'Cause it's her house. Go get changed already, now! Brush your hair and wash your face, too! Just go sort yourself out!
Yeah, I mean, you know, put on pants when you're around
Other
this kid
people.
you're taking care of.
Yeah. He's about to kick her out of the room when the doorbell suddenly rings. He hasn't even had a chance to eat his toast yet. We had like one CG last episode, and this one they have her naked. They have her in her pajamas. They're throwing all the CGs in this episode. And this is the Akane route. What's going on? Yeah, he ain't had a chance to eat his toast yet. Damn it! Who's here this early in the morning? Coming! Can I help you? He raises his voice, almost in desperation, before opening the front door. There she is, finally a usable CG.
So I just need this signed, and that's why...
Huh? Akane, who had been mumbling to herself, jolts a full 10 centimeters into the air when she hears Kyoji's voice.
I need your signatures, Guardian!
What the hell is she saying this early in the morning? Kyoji peers at Akane's face. Did you bump your head on the way here or something? You need my guardian signature.
No, of course I didn't. What are you saying? It's just the handouts. Right, I got you the handouts. I had to. The deputy teacher gave them to me yesterday during homeroom, so they said they did your guardian signatures, so I...
Akane's voice gradually tapers off. So, you came all the way here just for that?
It's not just for that. I had to give them to you. Yeah, I forgot to give to you yesterday on the way back home, so I figured I had to take responsibility for that.
I mean, sure, but why are you so upset about it? Akane turns even redder in the face.
Nobody's upset here.
Pretty sure everyone I see here is upset.
Well, I'm not. I'm not upset.
No, I'm pretty sure you look really upset to me.
Just how am I upset? Or what's this? A comedy routine?
Someone mumbles a quip behind Kyoji's back. Yamiko, who has washed her face and changed as Kyoji demanded, steps outside while wiping her face with a towel.
Hi, I mean, Yamiko-ni-chan, good morning. Morning? Why'd you come here just to wake Kyo-chan up? No, I got some handles that required his guardian signature, and I forgot to give them to him the other day, so I... Oh, is that right? I was sure you came to wake him up.
Just like Asuka.
Because back when Kyo was little, you'd always come over to wake him up.
Akane looks oddly happy as she nods.
Yeah, that's how things were. He keeps sleeping in, even when I tore the blanket off him, and he'd go, "I'm so sleepy, Mom." Yeah, he did. And there was one time he thought you were his mom. Yeah, I remember that.
I didn't know what to do with myself when he started calling me that.
The two of them laugh together while Kyoji simply drops his shoulders. God, why do women always have to hit it off over stuff like this?
What do you mean?
Always making fun of me. Could you sign this, Yamiko-san? I'll go get ready for school. Yamiko waves her hand as if to say she heard him, but Kyoji doubts that she's actually listening. She's completely caught up in making fun of Kyoji with Akane. Jeez. Kyoji shrugs and heads back to his room. I mean, they're just handouts. Nothing would happen if they come in a day or two late. Only the Sandman would care, right?
I took responsibility for these, so I have to do it. And if you don't get those handouts in on time, I'll be the one getting scolded over it.
Yeah. I got it, so pipe down.
You women always yapping.
Yes, pipe down already. You can see groups of students in their uniforms heading down the road to school in groups of 2 and 3s. It feels like there's more people around than usual, but maybe he's imagining it.
Well, there's one less, that's for sure.
There's one person who got eaten by Gore. Besides, what's so fun about digging up old stories about me? Because you two looked like you were having a blast. I mean, you put yourself in my shoes for once. Guys don't like having stuff from when they were kids brought up.
Oh, why not?
It's because I always did dumb stuff when I was a kid, obviously. And besides, they're not all good memories. Christ.
Why?
Why you gotta flashbang us?
What? You thinking about my trauma?
No.
Like, you think I'm over just because, like, I try and work past it?
Yeah, he used to do dumb stuff. He still does dumb stuff. Have to censor after Akane that door. Flashback. Walking to school. Now that means this video has to process for like 3 hours. Nothing. Akane eyes him suspiciously, but he looks away. How does Akane feel about what happened back then? Probably not great. She seems to act normally around Kyoji like nothing happened, but...
Bruh.
What do you think, dude?
Careful.
After a moment's silence, Akane says in a somewhat pouty manner, this is Gore
Okay, they're
Street.
together.
Phew.
If it bothers you that much, I won't come over anymore, even if I have to. And if I forget to bring you the handouts, let Sandman glare at you for all I care.
Thanks to all the years he has known her, Kyoji knows that Akane only pouts like this when she's serious. He recalls that whenever she gets like this, saying something to cheer her up is a good way to avoid arguments later down the line. Akane has a pretty straightforward personality, but she becomes pretty scary when she's sincerely angry at someone. How do I handle this? Kyoji ponders for a moment before answering. Alright, we'll choose the correct one. I don't mind you coming over. I mean, I don't. It's not like I mind you coming over.
Baka.
For now, he just says that. Baka. He feels a bit bashful, but putting up with this now will make things easier to handle down the line. That's all there is to it. Really. Telling himself this, Kyoji glares at Akane. But in exchange, no more gossiping about things I did as a kid, effective immediately. You shouldn't have fun at my expense. Despite her pouty response, Akane looks slightly happy. They talk about this and that before arriving at school. Akane merrily opens the door to class.
Good morning.
Morning. But only after he says this does Kyoji realize something. He can walk into class today without overthinking it because he's coming in with Akane.
Good morning.
Good morning.
People call out to him from around the class. Although he brusquely responds to their greetings, he marvels at how much it lifts his spirits.
Hey, Kyoji. Good morning.
Shinta approaches him and immediately elbows him.
Ow! What did you do that for?
Hey, why'd you come to school with Kazuaki, eh?
No reason, really. Ow! Stop it, you ass! Stop poking me!
Kyoji retaliates by tickling Shinta under his arms, causing him to let out an exaggerated shout. Tickle fight!
Hey, stop! Don't!
There's a couple of men having a good old manly tickle fight.
Y'all gay as fuck. What are you two? Stupid and in love? Are you roommates?
Pride Month. I have socks on.
Be who you are.
Akane tries to give the two of them a disapproving look, but her large brown eyes are full of laughter.
Oh, yeah, I almost forgot.
Shinta looks up at Kyoji, even as the two of them struggle with each other.
I ran into Sandman earlier. Said we have no homeroom today. Also, we're supposed to have math during first period, but there's a staff meeting, so we'll have a self-study instead.
Did something happen? Can't believe there's been 3 victims so far.
That we know of.
I don't know. Maybe it's got something to do with Saito from the next class door.
What's a kid from another class have to do with this?
Hey.
Or wait, no, that's you.
Hey, I don't know either. Did something happen?
Akane leans forward to listen. Aoi is standing behind her.
Well, you know Saito from Class B. They say her big sister went missing.
Oh boy.
Missing?
Yeah, she's the third person to go missing at this point.
Most games would take months to get up to 3 body count, but this game it only took a few days. I respect that more. If you want a serial killer, you have them actually killing people early on, not drag it out. Shinta holds up 3 fingers as he says this.
And you told me about the other 2 the other day, when you were talking about the girls going missing?
Yep, that's them. Speaking of, I never finished that story, right? I think the first 2 were a primary schooler and a high schooler, right? They haven't found them yet?
Akane asks, knitting her brows.
Nope, they're probably discussing if they need to have us coming to and leaving school in a group or something.
It's like Persona 4.
Staying in groups? Come on, we're not primary schoolers. Didn't you say there's a chance they all just ran away from home at the same time?
Yeah, I don't think they have to go that far.
Aoi mumbles in agreement with Kyoji. Aoi behind the murders.
When did you get here? But there are rumors about seeing suspicious figures.
What kind of suspicious figures?
I don't know. People say they've seen some suspicious-looking man walking around the area. Kind of looks like a clown, I guess. My brother was telling me stories about how he's a kidnapper.
Kyoji pensively crosses his arms.
But like, we don't know if that weird guy has anything to do with the disappearances, right?
Oh, you're alive.
Right. Right. And wasn't the second girl that went missing from this town? I heard she came from a neighboring town to hang out.
Oh.
It's not like we know for sure that something happened in this town in particular.
Kiko says this in a clear voice, her bag dangling from her right hand. She places it on her desk before returning to the conversation.
But there's a mysterious way the first girl went missing. It doesn't look like a crime or like she ran away from home. Some old people are saying evil spirits snatched her away.
If you ask me, it sounds like they just got lost or ran away from home.
But, I mean, it's a grade schooler and she went missing all weird like that.
Oh yeah, you never finished your story yesterday. So, how did it end?
Right, I never did finish it. So...
Get to your seats, children. Time for class. God damn it. The story's not even going to be worth it when he finally finishes it.
No.
Shinta is about to resume when suddenly a familiar shrill voice cuts him off. Oh boy, it's going to be the say whatever fangirls.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
The kidnapper is so scary, Mew. What if they come after us, Mew?
I don't remember what voice I did.
I think no, she has a high pitched voice. I remember.
You're cute, Marina-chan, so they'll definitely go after you. At least I'm safe that way. Ah!
You never know, Mai. Maybe they'll go after you because of how buxom you are. Wait, no, that is Marina. Okay.
You never know, Mai. Maybe they'll go after you because of how buxom you are, Mew. You got big boobies.
That's right, Mai-chan. You have big boobs. Not me. I'm all skin and bones, so I'll be fine.
Mommy mumbles to herself.
That's not true, Mew. Mommy-chan, you're so slim and have a nice figure, so you're definitely in danger too, Mew.
Shh. Wait, which one's which?
You're Mai. She's the green hair.
Oh,
She's right.
No, she has high.
Go down.
Yeah.
But you know, if we're in danger,
dude, all these voices. I can only imagine all the voices in your head are all congealing together.
He'll definitely come help.
Sadashima-sama will save us, Mew.
Sadashima-sama will save us.
Sadashima-sama will save us.
Forced to hear their loud exchange, Kyoji and the others exchange tired gazes.
Why did he even come in here? He's not even here.
That's right, get out of here. Great, now this class is gonna begin, and it's not gonna remember Shinta's stupid story. I mean, what's the ending? They went missing, and then it's like, and they haven't been found since. Like,
Yeah, I figured.
like, like unless there's some piece of evidence that was left behind. It's normal for Aoi to look listless, but even Kika has an exhausted smile. I think they, have the wrong idea in more ways than one.
Why?
The Sadashima won't save any of them.
I guess that's just their idea of individuality.
It's not individuality, it's just gross. What do you mean, Shinta?
Shinta's complaints are cut off by the sound of the door opening. A young teacher, seemingly the deputy teacher, peeks inside. There! You there! Weren't you told this is self-study time? Do your assignments! Left without a choice, all of them return to their seats and start working on the handouts the deputy teacher gave them. But still, Kyoji can't quite shake off his anxiety. Wait. Was it the first or second girl that disappeared so strangely? It feels like every time he tries to talk about this with Shinta, someone gets in the way before he can hear all the details. Kyoji should probably ask him about it after class. But that said, he can't help but feel wary about asking more directly about this matter. He's never met this person from Class B, but asking about how their family member went missing might seem disrespectful. Shinta's the one gossiping about it, so whatever. It's not disrespectful. After quickly finishing his handout, Kyoji scoots his chair over to Shinta's.
Huh? Kyoji, done already?
Just tell me the end of the story. Shinta looks up at him. I'm pretty good at math.
Oh, right. You were good at math back then, too.
And you were bad at it, right? Oh, I remember now. You can never remember the multiplication table past 7. And...
But 9 is really easy up to 10 because you just put down your finger.
Oh.
So, like, if you want 7 times 3, you put down your third finger, and then you can see it's 27.
But it's 21.
Wait, what?
7 times 3 is 21.
Oh, 9 times 3. 9 times 3.
Oh,
That's what I meant.
okay.
9 times 3 is 27.
Okay, so 9 times 3... You'll have to figure that out later.
So, like, 9 times 4, you put down your fourth finger. So then you have 3 fingers on one side, and then you have 6 fingers on the other side. So 9 times 4 is 36.
Oh, okay. Huh. Interesting.
That's the only way I know my 9 multiplication table.
Wow. That's interesting. I didn't know that. Pretty
Yeah, I
cool.
learned that in grade 4. I haven't memorized them, so
That's impressive. Good job.
she started crying in the middle of class, right? Just forget about that.
Yamiko and Akane have been making fun of him earlier this morning, so doing it to someone else for a change feels sweet. Kyoji merrily leans towards Shinta. Want me to tutor you, man?
He would?
Shinta's eyes sparkle, but Kyoji sticks an index finger in his direction. As long as you buy me a burger for every question I solve for you.
That's so much food. What, you want me to buy you stuff? Well, sorry, I'm short on my allowance, so fine, I'll solve it myself.
Kyoji smiles before moving away from Shinta. It doesn't look like Shinta's in a mood to talk about the disappearances right now. Maybe in a week from now. I'm bored. Is there anyone I can talk to? Choice time? Yes.
Akane!
Let's keep getting those points up, baby. Akane looks kind of worried. Come to think of it, Akane was never good at math, just like Shinta. Kyoji remembers that she also struggled to memorize the multiplication table just like Shinta. She didn't end up bawling about it, but the teacher did leave her in class until lunch break because of it. He casually approaches her. She's holding her head while glaring at the page so intensely, she doesn't even notice his approach. Hey. Eventually, fed up with her failing to notice him, Kyoji moves in close before calling out to her, causing her to jolt in her seat.
Whoa, when did you get here?
I've been standing here for a good minute now.
Don't startle me. Jeez, you almost gave me a heart attack.
Looks like you're struggling. The seat in front of her is empty, so he pulls it over and sits down. Akane frowns.
I guess. What about you, though? Done already?
Yeah, I mean, I was always good at math, and we already went over this in my old school.
Must be nice.
Akane looks genuinely jealous.
I'm sure someone who gets this stuff just won't understand, but not being able to wrap your head around this stuff is really, really, really annoying. I just have to keep staring at this blank answer sheet. Wonder when. Oh, will I be free from this suffering? You know what it's like having to live with that kind of fear? Do you?
Shh, you're being loud. A few people around the classroom are chuckling. A few people have already gone out of their seats like Kyoji has, and another few have huddled up in groups to work together. But the room is mostly quiet. Kyoji leans towards Akane. Let me help you out.
Huh?
What, you don't want me to? Akane vigorously shakes her head.
No, that's not it. I appreciate it.
But I'll only teach you how to solve them. You have to actually solve them on your own.
Thanks.
Akane grins at him. Seeing her so happy is a relief, for some reason. Wait, you can't even solve basic problems like this? 4 plus 4?
Snowman?
Ugh. Take out your textbook, come on. See, you're supposed to use this formula here. And Akane opens up her textbook. Kyoji comes in beside her, peering down at it together with her. It's just like Natsuki and Doki Doki, or I guess anyone in Doki Doki Literature Club. We'll read this book together.
Mm-hmm.
Ah!
You said Sayori. I don't think you actually read a book with her.
I meant oh. Except her. Yeah, I don't even remember what
Because
you do.
you read it with Yuri and you read it with Natsuki, but you don't read it with Sayori.
Oh. Huh. Intriguing.
So what is it?
Kyoji reflexively pulls away. Akane looks at him with wide, dubious eyes. My elbow brushed against your arm. It's nothing. He gives her a curt reply, but his heart's beating fast in his chest.
Herbert!
Her boobs sure got big. Egad!
Against my titty.
Elbow touched boob. Oh! Sitting so close to her and looking downward caused his gaze to inadvertently. Oh, he was just looking on that on accident. Caused his gaze to inadvertently land on her chest. She used to look like a boy when she was a kid, but at some point she matured into this. I guess women changed this much in just 3 years.
Yeah, puberty's crazy.
Oh, it feels very strange to realize this. I mean, we've gotten like 5 hearts from dialogue choices with her. I guess now he's starting to catch on. Class.
We're doing Herbert.
Yeah. But he doesn't know that yet, I guess.
Starting to catch on, though.
Yeah, he's starting to figure out, like, maybe she's not just my old friend. Classes are back to normal after second period, which is PE. The boys' PE teacher is at the meeting, so they have to do self-study again. God, this meeting's going all day. Having more self-study is nice, but while Kyoji's good at math, academic PE theory isn't very interesting. The girls are in the middle of doing short-distance sprints. The sound of their cheerful voices streams into the classroom through the window. Who's running right now? Kyoji looks out at the sports ground, focusing his vision on a figure that stands out to him. What he sees impresses him a bit. Don't be a creeper. Oh god. I guess this will determine who he's leering at.
Oh god.
Wow, she's quick, so that must be Akane, Aoi, and then third face. Well, we gotta choose the Akane one, so...
Let's creep on her.
Wow, Akane's pretty fast. The first to cross the finish line is Akane, it seems. Her hair, which has been tied up, waves with her every step. In second place is Kika. It looks like she's talking to Akane about something. And lagging behind them at the end of the group, despite it being a simple 100-meter dash, is Aoi. Akane was always a fast runner, to the point where she was a match for the boys when it came to racing. Whenever she ran, Kyoji always felt like he was watching one of those wildlife documentaries on TV.
Oh god, Kazuyagi's really quick on her feet, huh?
I'm just surprised there wasn't a CG. Yes, she is. Huh? Kyoji looks up at Shinta, who showed up behind him at some point. Tell me the end of the story. Where did that come from?
I mean, you were staring at Kazuyagi the whole time.
Not really. Maybe respectfully. He replies curtly, despite how quickly his heart is beating. He really hopes that his surprise isn't showing on his face.
You don't have to hide it, man. You've always gotten along with Kazuyagi.
Well, we are childhood friends. He has known her for as long as he can remember. Their old albums have a picture of them together in diapers. That picture shows him bawling, apparently because Akane was picking on him at the time. Thinking about it makes him feel pretty humiliated. Back then, Akane was larger than him.
So it's because you're childhood friends.
What?
Oh, nothing.
Shinta smirks, his expression brimming with meaning. What's your problem? If you got something to say, just say it.
I just think friendship is a beautiful thing is all.
Shinta, you're acting like an old man. Kyoji cocks his head surprised.
Seriously, Kyoji, you should watch out. Sadashima's definitely gonna try and mess with you. Sadashima keeps hitting on Kazuyagi, so he definitely thinks you're in his way because of how you get along with her so well.
Oh, trust me. I know that well enough already. Sadashima said so himself, after all. Kyoji cocks his head, surprised. Speaking of, I haven't seen any of Sadashima's lackeys since then. According to his parents, Sadashima is currently recovering at home, but that doesn't explain why his friends aren't at school. None of them were so much as scratched in the brawl. Shinta scoffs.
Yeah, those guys always play hooky. They probably ditched school because Hadashima's not coming.
I hope they never show up to school again.
Kyoji, that's going too far. Sandman's here, you say stuff like that, he'll give you another scolding. But honestly, I feel the same way.
Shinta, what did you just say?
Oh,
Sandman's scolding for you. Kyoji and Shinta exchange smiles. In the end, that day passed by with an air of unease hanging over the school. The classroom was constantly restless, full of endless whispers. The teachers only gave them half-hearted scoldings before clamming back up again.
I guess the teachers are creeped out by this too.
When Kika whispers that out loud, Kyoji nods in agreement. Unexplained disappearances, happening back to back in such a small town, and rumors of a suspicious person lurking around. Anyone would be terrified. During homeroom at the end of the day, the Sandman warned them in his usual sleepy voice. He told them to travel in groups with other students going in the same direction, to avoid taking any detours, and to not walk around once night falls. The incidents aren't yet serious enough for them to try and enforce their instructions, but parents might start complaining if the school doesn't do anything. For now, the teachers are just warning them to be careful. Maybe Kyoji's reading too much into things, but the Sandman's tone gives him the impression the teachers must have discussed it among themselves in their 8-hour meeting.
So we can go back home alone after we part ways?
He can hear Aoi whispering to Akane. Her question honestly strikes him as pretty good.
okay, time for club practice.
As soon as homeroom ends, Shinta reaches for his sports bag. Oh right, what club are you in?
Soccer. Lawrenceville.
Soccer? Lawrence Vall?
Yep, I got a tournament coming up, so we can't take any time off. Our advisor said he'll give us a ride home in his car.
That surprises Kyoji a bit. Although Shinta was already interested in soccer, Kyoji seems to remember him playing baseball as a kid. When Kyoji asks him about that, Shinta bravely puffs up his chest.
Well, at this school, members of the baseball team have to shave their heads. Wouldn't be so popular with the girls if I did that. Why?
So that's your reason.
What kind of school club enforces that?
That's messed up. Japan's strict.
Apparently, Jesus. What, that's not a good reason? Wait, I gotta get going. Bye, Kyoji. See you tomorrow. I mean, yeah, I wouldn't want to be with someone who's got a shaved head.
Yeah. Wasn't
Not a good look.
that thing Leon says in Danganronpa, like the picture of him being a baseball player, his hair was shaved? Then he grew
No.
Then he grew it out. Because he was like, I want to do baseball, I want to be a rock star.
I'm a rock star.
With that, Shinta hurries out of the classroom. Shinta trying to be popular, huh? When did he mature like that?
Believe it or not, Makikun's pretty popular.
Akane chimes in, her bag in hand. Shinta? Really?
Yeah, some of the underclassmen girls say he's kind of cute. And he's an and the upperclassmen girls think he's cute too.
Wow, Shinta's got that going for him, huh? Shinta helped Kyoji with his pranks when they were little, so girls would avoid him like the plague. I guess some things do change.
Like, you can talk, but forget that. Let's go home.
Huh? The way Akane casually invites him to go home with her surprises him so much he stops to stare at her. Her cheeks turn a bit red as she starts speaking very quickly.
I mean, the teacher said we should walk together if we're going the same way.
It's true that Akane's house is in the same direction as his, for at least some of the way. Yeah, let's go back. Kyoji scratches the tip of his nose. Akane's face flushes happily. I gotta go help cousin write the article. He heads to the school gate with Akane. Some people are going home in large groups, but most people are in groups of 2 or 3, much like Kyoji. None of their faces look terribly concerned. If anything, they look excited.
They all feel like the incidents aren't their problem. Kyoji feels the same way they do, of course. If anything, the fact he's walking home with Akane in public feels like a much bigger deal. But oddly enough, it doesn't feel bad at all. Just as he gives Akane a sidelong glance, Akane suddenly looks at him as well. Both of them avert their gaze at the same time, like they've just seen something they shouldn't. The sports ground sure is empty today.
Yeah, I think only the soccer team's practicing today.
Looks like that. Oh, there's Shinta. Shinta notices the two of them and waves. A ball comes flying toward him from behind, hitting him in the head and making him stagger forward. He pulls himself together and starts chasing around the boy who kicked the ball at him. Kyoji and Akane exchange looks and laugh wistfully. I see Shinta's as peppy as ever.
Akiku's always like that. He's a lot nicer to the girls than he used to be, though.
He is? Really? They continue walking toward the school gate. Kyoji realizes that talking about other people is helping him calm down. They continue making jokes at Shinta's expense. So basically, Shinta told me that. All that's left is to head home. Or so he thought. But as soon as he steps out from the gate, someone grabs him by the arm. Cousin interference.
Howdy, Kyo-chan.
Whoa, Yamiko-san? What are you doing here?
What am I doing here? That's rude. Didn't I tell you I'll be having you help me do research at my article today?
Wait, hold on just a minute. You basically forced me into that promise. You even made me to ask you to let me help you.
Are you off to work after this, Yamiko Onita?
Akane chimes in from the side.
Akane-chan's cute as ever. Aw, stop it, Yamiko Oni-chan. You're always so good with compliments. But you said something about research? You know how these... Bleh. You know how there are old ruins in this town? I want to look into them. Oh, that sounds interesting.
Seeing Akane's enthusiastic reaction, Kyoji suddenly realizes something. Oh, right, Yamiko-san. I can't actually help you today. We were told today to go home in groups whenever possible.
Groups? Is it because of the disappearances?
Right. I have to walk her home, you see? He points at Akane, who goes red in the face. Yamiko wags a finger at him.
Kyo-chan, you got the wrong idea there. This isn't a date or anything. You have to watch out for yourself, too.
I'll be fine. I'm a guy. Only women have been going missing, right?
Women and children. There we go. Okay. We don't know that yet. Criminals like that think in ways normal people like us can't predict. Who knows when the culprit will decide they're into boys now, and when someone like you gets gobbled up? Literally.
Stop that. Don't say stuff like gobble up. I can't take you seriously when you say stuff like that.
You're gonna get gobbled up, dude.
No! Kyoji feels terribly tired all of a sudden.
But you're at... How about this? Akane-chan, do you want to come with us? Yes. Huh? Come with you to do research? Can I?
Akane's face lights up.
Of course. And once we're done with the field research, Kyoji and I will walk you home together.
Looking quite happy, Akane enthusiastically nods her head. You really want to come with us? That's weird.
Helping out, or sorry, that's rubbing off on me. Helping out with writing for a magazine sounds really cool.
She calls it a magazine, but it's this third-rate occult Ow, ow, ow! Kyoji calls out in pain as she pulls hard on his ear.
Now that's decided. Let's get going.
Yamiko walks off, leading the group. This is where I ran over a child with my bicycle.
You did what?
Nothing. Just thinking out loud.
Oh, you're still doing that, Kyo-chan?
I neither confirm nor deny. With Yamiko in the lead, they go up the mountain trail behind the school. The area is surrounded by thick, heavy trees. Now that it's after school, it's much darker here than it was in the morning. The sun still filters through the foliage, though, casting dots of light on the exposed earth. Akane has been sticking close to Yamiko since they came here. Hyoji slowly totters after them, while the two women happily chatter. You can hear Akane's cheerful voice coming from ahead of them.
Hey, Yamiko Oni-chan, what are you looking into right now? Right now, I'm looking into the legends here in Kurihito. The man-eating demon and the pillar of light. The man-eating demon and pillar of light? I've been here all my life, but I never heard of those. They're old legends, unknown to most people.
Yamiko punctuates her words with an ominous chortle.
Oh, that's interesting. What's the story behind them? Well...
Yamiko lowers her voice into a pretentious whisper.
The story dates back to the Kamakura period, a period known as the Jokyu War. In the early 13th century, there was an earthquake there. You're talking kind of weird, Yamiko Oni-chan. If I talk normally, it'd ruin the mood, right? Oh, but well... Apparently, there was a major earthquake. Apparently, there was an active fault in the area. After the earthquake happened, they discovered a cave. There used to be a small village near the cave, and first the villagers thought the cave was formed because of the earthquake. But once they set foot in the cave, they found an old altar inside. None of the villagers knew where this altar originated from, but they assumed it must have some history behind it. Because of that, they decided to worship it. However, the people that walked into the cave started disappearing one by one, and soon enough, the cave became known as a place that spirits people away. The disappearance continued even after that, and the people who went missing never turned up again. The altar came to be known not as a sacred site, but as a cursed place people to be avoided. That's why they believe no one knew about the place before the earthquake unearthed it. And so the villagers decided to seal the cave so it'd be hidden away once more. But a few years after that, one rainy day, a terrible incident occurred.
As if on cue, the area around them grows darker as Yamiko lowers her voice. Now that they're on the mountain trail, the current of thick greenery and branches block off even more of the sunlight. The exposed soil of the trail has a strong, moist smell. The roots of the trees sticking out from the ground suddenly look eerily like exposed ribs.
What kind of terrible accident?
Akane hugs her bag, her expression frightened, yet she still urges Yamiko to continue.
It was dark that morning, and the rain continued to fall. The thick clouds above and the village was as dark as night, even the height of the moon. But suddenly, the whole village became bright. The villagers looked outside, curious to see what was happening, and saw the mountain, the same Mount Nishimori we're on right now. A large pillar of light shot up from the mountainside toward the heavens.
Maybe it was just a bolt of lightning. Yamiko shakes her head.
They say there wasn't any sound, and the village was at the foot of the mountain, so if it was lightning, the thunder would have been terribly loud. And then, the day after the pillar of light appeared, a woman on her way back from the field spotted a man standing in the footpath between the rice fields. That man had quite a terrible reputation in the village. He spent his days stealing and pulling terrible pranks on girls. He's a real ne'er-do-well. So at first the woman passed by him while pretending not to notice he was there. But then she realized something was strange about the man. Whenever he came from, his clothes were covered in filth, making for a very pitiful sight. His hair was unkempt, and he looked like he had become 10 years older. But strangest of all, he stood there drooling at the mouth, his eyes blank as he kept on mumbling incomprehensible words. Did he go insane? That's right, and not just that. Laying next to the man was a gruesomely half-eaten human car.
Akane lets out shrill shrieks that echo throughout the mountain trail. Hugging her bag, she takes a step back.
What the heck? Why? Who knows? Madman ended up dying soon after. But before he died, the man regained his sanity for a moment and just said this.
That was a passage to another world.
Okay, so the cave, Gore, it's all just... It really is literally just a hentai dimension, probably.
You don't know that. By that, did he mean the cave? Yeah, but at the time there was a rumor among the village youth that there was a treasure at the end of the cave. In all likelihood, that man tried to explore the cave in search of it. For long, people began to say that the altar of the cave was devoted to a man-eating demon. The villagers sought to exorcise that demon. But every attempt only ended up with the demon killing its attackers in turn.
Oh, jeez.
The corpse of the warriors who boasted they would be the ones to slay the demon were discovered half-eaten around the village.
Okay, so there's maybe half-eaten corpses of these three ladies somewhere. Then we'll know. Unless Gore learned to eat them whole now.
The well was full of legs, intestines dangled from the eaves, and the puddles beside the road were colored red with blood. Constant stench stung over the village as mascots crawled over the bodies. Villagers became like an image of hell. Oh, gruesome.
Gruesome indeed. Kyoji knows it's just a legend, and that there's no way to say if it really happened, but hearing that something so scary might have once happened here gives Kyoji goosebumps.
And so, the villagers decided to worship the man-eating demon as a god.
Akane looked baffled.
They decided to worship the demon as a god?
Is it like a Yakuza reforming to become a guard or something?
Well, something like that. Your analogy's a lot more boring, though. But even that couldn't stop the demon's rampage. They even tried offering it sacrifices, but not even those changed anything.
Jeez.
So, how does this all end? Well, in the same way these kinds of stories usually do, a traveling ascetic monk uses his divine powers to steal the demon, and the village lived happily ever after.
It seems that's where the story ends. Yamiko's voice instantly returns to its normal tone. Well, that's a pretty weak ending to the story.
Oh, don't say that. It's pretty gruesome as folktales go. Yeah, I was really scared.
Akane is still tightly hugging her bag. You didn't have to listen if you were that scared.
You don't get it. I wanted to hear the story because it's scary. That's right. People are creatures that consume excitement, and a braze earnestly satiates that desire, right? Right.
I really don't get it. The two of them speak almost as one. Kyoji can only stare at them, puzzled. How can women get so terrified by scary stories, yet like them so much at the same time?
They're good, man.
But wait, if no one knows that story anymore, where did you hear about it?
Well, let's just say it's because I'm a pro.
I used my leads to find the descendants of the head priest, who used them to run the temple around here. They showed me the accident scripts they had.
There is a temple around here? The only relevant place Kyoji can think of around here is a large temple in the middle of town. It's rather large and impressive, to the point where he has wondered if it's somehow concealing something shady. Temples don't usually look so prosperous.
Well, a lot of temples fell into ruins after the anti-Buddhist movement during the Meiji period. Don't they teach you that in history class?
Gore lives in the temple. That's where the demon is.
Expel him.
Expel him.
We haven't gotten to the Meiji period yet. I can definitely remember graduating before getting to the end of the textbook.
Yamiko says this with a nostalgic look in her eyes. Once her usual expression returns, she takes a look around.
Alright, we're gonna have to climb up here.
Yamiko stops in front of Nishimori Shrine's Torii Gate.
You're going to investigate here?
Akane's expression clouds over as she speaks. Kyoji also finds himself holding his breath. Here, of all places? The memory is still fresh enough that coming here after 3 years is enough to vividly conjure up that painful memory. Not again!
No.
Not again!
No.
Of course it was here, the place we're investigating.
Is he gonna flash us again?
It's gonna flash us, I know it. I know it. If Kyoji feels this way, Akane probably has it even worse.
Probably. I had it pretty hard too.
Oh, I hate thinking back to that. Some part of him wishes that Akane could have just forgotten about it. But now that he looks at her, it's clear she hasn't forgotten anything. Even if she wanted to, she'd never forget it.
No shit.
Duh, duh, duh.
Well, we won't be going to the shrine itself. We'll cut through the shrine grounds and go deeper into the mountain.
At first, Yamiko doesn't seem to notice how the two of them look, but then she says,
What's wrong, you two? You look pale.
nothing.
Yeah, it's nothing. Let's get going, Yamiko and Ichan. Climbing all the way up these stairs is pretty exhausting.
With that said, Akane cheerfully starts climbing up the old stone stairs.
You sure are energetic, Akane-chan. Oh, Kyo-chan.
What? As they slowly walk up the staircase behind Akane, Yamiko asks him with her usual tone.
Did something maybe happen between you two here?
Not really. This place has nothing to do with us.
Oh, phooey. What a boring answer. But oh well. It's better than the real one, dude. We're almost all the way up.
The stairs crawling along the mountainside are crudely made from logs embedded into the ground. The trees overhead obscure the path before them as the setting sun shines down. Do we want to stop here?
That works.
And we'll investigate the shrine next time.
Next time.
Woo! Someone else died and now we're investigating. We're getting closer and closer, no doubt, to the gore and horror.
And screaming.
The show will begin. Likely in the next few episodes, perhaps. We'll see. Until then, so long.
Farewell.